I don't have a tripod either, so I'm like using stuff as a tripod that's on the ground. Okay, that was fun. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 2023 Gamma 11. And I do have the retail pair from 2013, so I figured 10 years later, let's take a look at what they got. I've actually seen the Gammas floating around for a couple of years, and I just was afraid to ask for them because I really just didn't want them. I'm not too crazy on the Gammas. They're not that high up on my Jordan 11 list, but I do like having them. And as you can tell, the main difference is that this is like you could just say 2018 Concord cut. And this is the gifted pair in my hand. You see, I'm making sure I don't forget to mention that. And this is the insert that came inside with that. We'll compare it to the other one here in a second. I couldn't get the insole out of the retail. I'm just going to tell you that now. This is the gifted pair. Pulled it right out. It looks like some kind of very low polyurethane insole, which is actually really comfortable. The shoes were really comfortable on foot. So let's pull out the retails here. This is the 2013 packaging. The gifted box wasn't really off at all. I just threw it to the side, and at this point I figured let's just get this done. So let's take a look at these. I really don't like this plastic cover. I always kind of forget to put it back in when I put the shoes back in the box, so it looks cool, but it's pretty annoying. So here we have the Thin Cut 2013, and I love this shoe. I actually kind of fell back in love with the Thin Cut, and I noticed the gifted pair just looks a little overall drier in the upper leather. Like you can see it's really shimmery. Even for a shoe that's 10 years old, it still has more shimmer and sheen than this newly made pair to the right. And see, look how shimmery and like that looks really good for the age of the shoe. And this one just looks a little dry, a little poofy, not as shaped up, but not bad at all. So I think, the shoe's 10 years old. It comes down to preference. And I wore these things and they felt a little weird. This is what I'm used to seeing now, and I probably would have liked this back in the day because the higher cut is actually the OG cut. When they start doing that like more ballistic mesh on the upper and lower patented cut, that was a new thing they started doing in like 2011 with the Concords. So I don't really know where that came from because in the OGs they weren't like that. But I do like it now. Look how thin that is. It's like they were skimping out on the patent leather back then. You got more ballistic mesh. That's interesting. So the gifted's on the right. Both of them, I really don't care. It is what it is. Both of the insides, it looked the same. It really did look the same. So I don't know about these two. I think I'll hold on to my 2013s a little longer. But wearing the gifted pair was very comfortable, and they look pretty good in the snow. I'm actually glad that turned out that way. So you guys, tell me what you think in the comments. Would you pick these up? I haven't heard much about these dropping this year, so I really don't know. If they were to drop, of course, I would get a pair. But that's it, guys. Peace, love, and light. And I am out. 1.